When most people hear about the word betta, they immediately picture the colorful fighting fish commonly sold in pet stores around the world. That fish is known as the betta splendens, and it's easily the most famous member of the betta family. But what many aquarium hobbyists don't realize is that the betta family actually is larger than just one species. In fact, scientists have discovered over 70 species of betta fish living around the world. These fish inhabit an incredible variety of environments. Some live in shallow rice paddies and flooded fields, others found in shallow jungle streams, blackwater peat swamps, or even coastal mangrove forests where the water can be slightly blackish. Over thousands of years, each species has adapted to survive in its own unique habitat. Because of this, wild bettas can look very different from the long-finned ornamental betta most people are familiar with. Many species have shorter fins, different body shapes, and fascinating natural color patterns designed to camouflage for survival in the wild. Some of these fish are surprisingly peaceful, some are extremely rare, and others display colors that rival even the most colorful bred bettas. Today, we're going to explore the 25 incredible wild betta species that prove that the betta family is far more diverse, fascinating, and mysterious than most people realize. Let's dive in and discover some amazing betta species that live around the world. First up today is the betta embellus. The betta embellus, often called the peaceful betta, is one of the closest wild relatives to the common pet store betta. Unlike the aggressive Siamese fighting fish, Betta splendens, these species have a much calmer attitude. In the wild, it lives in southern Thailand and Malaysia, inhabiting rice paddies, ditches, and slow jungle streams with warm, slightly acidic water and dense vegetation. Betta embellus is very colorful with iridescent blue and green bodies with red highlights on the fins. Like many bettas, it builds bubble nests and the male guards the eggs and fry at the water's surface, making the species both beautiful and fascinating for aquarium hobbyists. Next up is Betta smaragdina. Betta smaragdina is known as the emerald betta. It is another wild species closely related to the ornamental betta. It's native to northern Thailand and Laos, where it lives in rice paddies and marshes and slow streams. The fish is famous for its metallic scales that shimmer like emeralds or turquoise under the light. Males often show bright red edges on their fins during display. Unlike heavily bred aquarium bettas, these species have shorter fins and have a stronger swimming ability. Males build bubble nests and defend the territory during breeding season because of its strong genetics and natural appearance. Betta smaragdina is sometimes used in breeding programs to preserve betta traits. Then we have number 3, Betta mahakiensis. Betta mahakiensis is a fascinating species named after the Mahaki region in Bangkok. Unlike many bettas, it often lives in coastal mangrove habitats where the water can be slightly brackish. These environments include Nipah swamps and slow tidal waterways. The fish has a dark body covered in metallic green-blue scales that can appear almost electric under aquarium lighting. Unfortunately, urban development and population around Bangkok threatens its natural habitat. Because of this, Betta mahakiensis has become an important species for conservation and captive breeding programs. Next up is number 4, the Betta pugnax. The Betta pugnax is a larger, robust betta species native to many parts of Indonesia. It inhabits slow forest streams with soft, lightly acidic water, leaf litter, and submerged wood. Unlike bubble nesting bettas, Betta pugnax is a paternal mouth brooder. The male carries the fertilized eggs in its mouth for a week until they hatch, often without eating during this time. The fish usually displays earthy colors like brown, tan, and olive green that provide camouflage in the wild. Its calm nature and unique breeding behavior makes it popular among wild betta enthusiasts. Then we have number 5, the Betta macrostoma. Betta macrostoma is widely considered one of the most beautiful bettas in the wild. It's native to an island Brunei in the islands of Borneo, where it lives in clear jungle streams. The species shows a rich orange or reddish coloration with black markings and iridescent highlights. While the fins often display deep red tones, its name means large mouth, referring to its elongated body and distinctive jaw. Like several wild bettas, Betta macrostoma is a paternal mouth brooder, with males carrying the eggs in their mouths until their fry hatch. Because it is rare and sensitive to water conditions, it is highly prized by experienced betta collectors. Next up is number 6, the Betta albomarginata. The Betta albomarginata is a small but striking species known for its bright white edging along its fins. Native to Indonesia, it lives in shaded forest streams filled with leaf litter and soft acidic water. Despite its small size, this betta is bold and active, and one of the most fascinating traits is its breeding behavior. Like Betta pugnax, it's a paternal mouth brooder, meaning that the male carries the fertilized eggs in its mouth for a week until the fry hatch and are ready to swim. Because of its unique appearance and manageable size, this betta is a favorite among aquarists who keep bettas in the wild. Then we have number 7, the Betta chinoides. Betta chinoides is often called the snakehead betta because of its slightly elongated body shape. It's native to Borneo, where it inhabits slow forest streams with soft acidic water and dense vegetation. This species is known for its bright red or orange body with pale markings along the fins. When the males display or defend territory, their colors become extremely vibrant. Like many wild bettas, Betta chinoides is a paternal mouth brooder, with the male incubating the eggs in their mouths until they hatch. It brings coloration and a small size, making it one of the most sought-after bettas in the wild. Next up, we have the betta Persephone. Betta Persephone is one of the darkest betta species known to man. It comes from peat swamp forests in Malaysia, where the water is extremely acidic and stained dark brown by tannins, creating what is known as blackwater habitats. The fish usually displays deep brown or nearly black coloration, helping it blend into the shadowy water. Although its colors are subtle, it's highly valued by aquarists who specialize in wild bettas. Unfortunately, betta Persephone is considered vulnerable because many peat swamp habitats have been destroyed by deforestation and agriculture. Next up, we have number 9, the betta brownorum. The betta brownorum is one of the smallest betta species, usually only growing about 1 inch in size. Despite its tiny size, it displays active reddish brown tones with a metallic highlight that can shimmer blue or green. The species lives in peat swamp forests in Borneo, where it inhabits shallow black water pools, filled with leaves and roots. Because of its size, it's sometimes called a nanobetta. It requires soft acidic water and calm conditions, making it a fascinating species for aquarists who enjoy keeping rare bettas. At our number 10 spot, we have betta rudolens. Betta rudolens is a small betta known for its warm red coloration. It's native to forest streams in Indonesia, where water is soft, acidic, and rich with organic material from leaves. The fish usually displays shades of red, brown, or orange, but sometimes mixed with metallic highlights. Although not very large, the colors become striking when the fish spreads its fins. Betta rudolens is also relatively peaceful compared to many bettas, and can sometimes be kept with small groups under the right conditions. Then we have number 11, the betta burdigala. The betta burdigala is a lesser-known betta species native to Indonesia, where it lives in shallow jungle streams and peat swamp habitats with tannin-stained water. This fish typically shows a deep reddish body with iridescent scales that can shimmer blue or green in the light. Like many wild bettas, it prefers calm environments with plenty of hiding places such as driftwood or leaf litter. Though not as flashy as domestic bettas, its natural colors and behavior makes it rewarding for aquarists who enjoy wild betta species. Next up is betta edethi. Betta edethi is a peaceful and adaptable wild betta found in Borneo's slow forest streams and swampy areas. These habitats are often shaded by dense jungle canopies, creating low-light environments. These fish are usually a brown or tan body color with subtle metallic highlights that shimmer blue or green under the right lighting. Betta edethi is also a paternal mouth brooder, with males carrying fertilized eggs in their mouths until the fry hatch and are ready to swim. These behaviors make the species especially interesting for aquarists to observe. At our halfway point is betta forshii. Betta forshii is considered one of the most visually striking wild bettas. Native to Indonesia, it lives in soft acidic waters with rich organic material. Its body is typically dark brown or black, but the fins display a bright turquoise or blue striping that stands out dramatically. Like many wild bettas, it's a paternal mouth brooder, with males protecting the eggs in their mouths for weeks. Its vivid fin patterns and unique breeding behavior make it a favorite among hobbyists. Next up is number 14, betta mandor. Betta mandor comes from peat swamp forests in Borneo, where the water is extremely soft and acidic, and dark from tannins. These unusual habitats create challenging conditions for most fish. The species usually has a dark brown or black body that blends into the shadowy environment, though metallic highlights can shimmer when the light hits the scales. Betta mandor is often shy and prefers aquariums with dim lighting, plants, and hiding places that mimic natural habitats. Then our 15th betta today is the betta miniopia. Betta miniopia is known for its small size and compact fins. Unlike the long-fin domesticated bettas, its short fins are well suited for navigating dense vegetation. This species lives in small blackwater streams in Borneo, surrounded by thick jungle. Its coloration is usually subtle, including brown or tans with faint metallic hues. Despite its modest appearance, betta miniopina displays interesting social behaviors and is well suited for carefully designed nano aquariums. Then is number 16, the betta rubra. Betta rubra is a beautiful wild species from northern Indonesia. In the wild, it inhabits soft acidic forest streams filled with plant debris. The fish is known for its deep red coloration, often accented by blue or green iridescent fins. Like many wild bettas, it's a paternal mouth brooder because of its relatively calm temperament. Betta rubra has become one of the most popular wild bettas in the aquarium hobby. Next up is number 17, betta simorum. Betta somorum lives in black water habitats in Southeast Asia, filled with fallen leaves and submerged roots. These dark acidic waters make a great home for this fish species. The fish usually has a dark brown or black body with subtle metallic highlights that shimmer blue or green when light strikes the scales. It prefers calm environments and can get stressed in tanks with strong water flow. Though rarely seen in an aquarium trade, it's highly valued by collectors of wild bettas. Then we have betta number 18, Betta uberus. The betta uberus is another species from the peat swamp forest in Borneo. These swamps have extremely soft acidic water with low visibility because of tannins from decaying plant matter. The fish typically shows a reddish-brown coloration with darker markings that help it blend into shadowy water. While its colors may appear simple, subtle iridescence can appear under aquarium lighting. Because of its specialized habitat needs, betta uberus can be challenging but a rewarding experience for aquarists. Then we have betta number 19, Betta unimaculata. Betta unimaculata is one of the largest betta species, reaching around 4 inches in length. Its elongated body gives it a slightly different appearance from typical bettas. Native to Borneo, it inhabits forest rivers and slow streams. The fish usually displays an earthy brown or olive tone, often with distinctive black spots near the body that gives the species its name. Like many wild bettas, it's a paternal mouth brooder and is appreciated for its calm nature and interesting behavior. Then we have Betta ocellata. The Betta ocellata is named for the eye-like spots called ocelli that appear in parts of its body or fins. These markings may help confuse predators. The species lives in forest streams across Southeast Asia, where water is calm and shaded by vegetation. This coloration is typically brown or olive with faint metallic highlights. Because it is relatively peaceful, Betta ocellata can sometimes be kept in carefully planned community aquariums. Betta number 21 is the Betta patodi. Betta patodi is a rarely seen species found in slow-moving streams in Indonesia. These waters are usually filled with vegetation and fallen leaves that provide natural shelter. The fish typically has earthy brown tones with subtle metallic highlights. Like many wild bettas, it's a mouth brooder, with males protecting the eggs that develop inside of its mouth. Observing this behavior can be fascinating for aquarium hobbyists. Then we have number 22, the betta pie. Betta pie is notable for its slender, elongated body shape. The streamlined form helps navigate the narrow forest streams where it lives. Its coloration is usually subtle, consisting of brown or tan tones with faint metallic highlights. Like many wild bettas, betta pie is a paternal mouth brooder, with males incubating the eggs in their mouths until the young emerge. Its unusual body shape makes it especially interesting for experienced fish keepers. Then we have number 23, the betta pulchra. The name betta pulchra means beautiful betta, and many aquarists agree it deserves the title. It lives in soft acidic forest waters in Indonesia. The species usually shows dark base colors with shimmering metallic highlights that appear blue or green depending on the lighting. Betta pulchra is also a mouth-brooding species, with the males carrying the eggs in their mouths to the fry hatch. Its combination of beauty and interesting behavior makes it a popular species among betta enthusiasts. Second to lastly are the Betta tenuata. Betta tenuata is recognized for their horizontal stripes that run along its body. These stripes help blend into the forest streams where light filters through vegetation. Found across parts of Borneo, these fish are typically displaying brown or olive colorations with faint metallic tones. When excited or territorial, the stripes become more pronounced, and Betta tenuata is a paternal mouth brooder, and it's considered relatively hardy compared to many wild species. Finally on our list of 25 is the Betta tussie. Betta tussie is a peaceful species found mainly in Malaysia. In the wild, it inhabits calm forest streams and swampy areas with dense vegetation. The fish usually has an earthy brown coloration with subtle blue or green highlights on the scales. Like several other betta species, it's a paternal mouth brooder, with the male carrying the eggs in its mouth until the fry are ready to swim. Its calm temperament and natural beauty makes it an interesting species for aquarists exploring wild bettas. As you can see, the world of betta fish is far bigger and more diverse than a simple single species. While colorful aquarium bettas like Betta splendens dominate the hobby, the wild betta family contains dozens of unique species that have evolved in their own ways. From tiny nano-sized species that hide in peat swamps to larger mouth-brooding bettas from jungle streams, each fish develops its own survival strategy, behaviors, and natural beauty. Thank you if you stick to the end. This video's script kind of was the same thing over and over again. When I did a lot of research, I realized, oh crap, betas are still just betas, so most of them have generally the same info. But you know, the first bit of the info I got to tell you guys was just enough for it to be a unique beta from each one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys subscribe. You know how this works. I'm making videos. I'm really enjoying it. Things are working. Hey, the countdown began. Not days. You'll see what it is slowly. You could probably just do some math and figure out. Anyway, you know how this works. Bye-bye.